Everybody, it's Michael here from GetFitOver40.com, and this is kind of my New Year's video. I try to do at least one video a year or New Year's video each year. Just give you guys some tips. So today's video is basically tips to help you achieve your 2019 health and fitness goals. I'm sure a lot of you have already started. You know, you're probably back at the gym now. I think a lot of people started Monday. This week, Monday. So hopefully that's you. Hopefully you're doing something, you know, whether it's the gym or a class of some sort or yoga or just going to the pool or swimming, something, just getting out there, walking, biking, trying to make better, healthier eating choices. So I want to help you with that and give you some of my tips. So the first tip would be to have a game plan. So I know a lot of times it's like, oh, I really want to, you sort of in your mind, you sort of visualize a couple ideas, some things you want to do. I'm going to go and, you know, I'm going to hit the gym 3 days a week. You put it in your head. I'm just going to eat better. So it's like a generic eat better thing. I'm going to do this, this, and this. And then what ends up kind of happening is you just sort of start, you're not really focused. So you might be jumping around doing one thing, trying that for a bit, and then you're trying another thing. Where the idea here is if you have a game plan and it's written down, you can look at that game plan, you can look at it on paper, right? And you can see, am I hitting these goals? Am I hitting these targets each day? Did I miss this one today? Because it's so easy to kind of forget about stuff, even little things that make a big difference at the end. So by putting it on paper, maybe putting it on your fridge or even a couple copies, you know, one somewhere in your bedroom when you get up, maybe in your office or on your computer screen somewhere, a little sticky note, or, you know, on the fridge. Just what are my goals here? What am I trying to achieve? What are the things that I want to get accomplished in this year's health and fitness goals? Okay, so another thing, and I've said this many years, being accountable. So let somebody know that that you respect, somebody that you care about their opinion. Let them know that you've got a game plan. Just say, you know, I'm not going to tell you all the details, but I'm going to be doing a health and fitness journey here. Got a New Year's resolution just like everybody else. And but this is what I want to do. This is my goal. I want to get here. I want to go to the gym. I want to eat better. Just tell them what your goals are. Maybe even share that that game plan with them. Maybe send them an email version so they understand if you want to, right? Now, talking about goals and game plans, set realistic goals. So here's the thing. A lot of people go from 0 to 60 in like a millisecond. So they're coming off of the Christmas binge, you know, the drinking, the eating excessively, the lack of activity because it's winter time. We slow down. We don't do so much. We're busy with getting ready for the holidays. So it kind of puts aside the exercise for a bit. And, you know, we're not in our best of shape coming into the new year. So it's a bad time to kick it into high gear. Your body is going to fight you. It's going to scream at you. It's going to yell at you. And oftentimes this is one of the reasons why people fail, right? They just hit it too hard, too quickly. Their body just says, no, we're not doing this. And that's the end of it, right? So set realistic goals. And you know, what I'm saying here is you can get to the big goals. You can get to all those big goals, but start realistically in that, you know, with food, for instance, you might start with really cleaning up what you're drinking. So less alcohol, drinking more water. That's maybe step one, right? Week one, really clean up the beverages and take a lot of the calories out, you know, get some of that cream out of the coffee, reduce the amount of sugar, you know, maybe don't have sugar or some sort of Splenda or something in your coffee, get those calories out of your beverages, week one. Week two, start getting rid of some of the, you know, maybe the fats. If you're doing a typical diet and you want to get a little bit lower fat, then you're going to probably want to get rid of things like cream sauces, butters, mayonnaise, you know, excessive amounts of cheese. If that's your diet approach. Now there's other diet approaches, of course, ketogenics, which is a high fat diet. So you're going to have to, you know, definitely ease into that as well, a different way. But a lot of people do standard diets. It's just a lower fat, moderate carbs, higher protein, right? So just layer, don't necessarily worry about cramming in all that protein and get maybe your carbs controlled right away. Maybe get your butters and fats and cheeses controlled, or one or the other, or reduce the carbs and then work on getting your fats down and you're increasing your protein. So you don't have to do it all at once, right? You're going to be system overload if you're trying to work out like a crazy person, totally restrict your diet, you know, going from eating whatever you want to a highly restricted diet. It's going to be tough, right? So set those goals. And same with the gym. You don't have to start with working out 6 days a week, 2 hours a day. You can say, this week I'm going to just hit the gym twice, do some weight training, start easing back into it, maybe some whole body workouts, just some lighter weights, higher rep, just kind of get the body used to it. But I'm going to get out walking a bit. I'm just going to make sure every day I do something little, whether it's just a 15-minute walk, or I get to the gym, or I go to the pool for swim a few laps, or ride my bike, or anything. Just start small and then start layering more activity. You can start ramping up the workouts when your body gets more used to it. When you're getting used to the diet and the workouts, just layer it. Don't do it all at once. You understand what I'm saying, I'm sure. I'm using a cheat sheet if you haven't noticed. All right, I think I got that one. Reward yourself a little bit. So you're doing all these things to get healthy and to eat better and to work out, and you're restricting yourself and you're not able to do a lot of the things that you used to do, right? And so you're going to be a little bit like, oh man, I wish I could have that donut, or I wish I could just take a day off here, that kind of stuff. I don't feel like working out today. Give yourself some bonuses or some treats every once in a while. If you hit all your target workouts and you just need an extra day off, then take it, right? Listen to your body. Sometimes you need a day off, especially when you're not used to it and you worked out hard that week before. Maybe you need to throw in an extra day. Just don't make it a regular thing. Listen to your body, right? Same with the diet. If you've had a great week and you've been on point and you've eaten all the foods you were trying to eat, you've stayed on course, then there's nothing wrong with going out with friends and having a bit of a cheat meal, right? It's the whole week that matters, not the one day, right? If you have a bad day or a cheat meal, it's not going to blow the whole week as long as you keep it, moderate and don't go totally nuts and have like a 6,000 calorie cheat meal. Okay, it's okay to have some pizza, on the weekend, maybe with a beer or something as a reward for being good all week. I think it's a great thing to do. It's good for your mind. It's good for your body just to get a little difference, a little change going on, right? It's a good thing and it'll help you. And you can look forward to that too. So the goal can be have this week where you get everything on point, all you're eating the way you want it to be, drinking and all that. And here's your reward for doing everything right, okay? So reward yourself. Now it could even also be clothing. It could be a vacation. There's long-term rewards as well, right? So if you get to the ultimate goal of doing whatever it is for say 3-4 months, you lose X amount of weight, maybe get this much stronger. These are the goals you've set. And all of a sudden, you might say, I'm going to go on a vacation to reward myself, or I'm going to buy some clothes because I've lost some weight. I want to have some fitted clothes now, look a little better in them. Those types of things are important to have these goals, right? So you've got something to look forward to. Lastly, if you fail at first, try again, right? Failure isn't an excuse. So what I'm saying here is you might, be doing awesome, right? And then all of a sudden a week happens that's just like, I don't know, your dog gets hit by a car, you get the flu, right? Your kids are being monsters, stuff happens, right? And that week might just have been blown. Stress caused you to eat poorly. You didn't make it to the gym because you weren't feeling good and you were too busy, and you were depressed because your dog got killed. These types of things happen in life, but don't use that as an excuse to give up, okay? You might have a bad week. Well, then start again next week. Start again. You don't have to just go, oh, I blew it. Look at what happened. I was doing so good, and then this happened, and now I can't go on, right? No. The people that succeed are the people that have challenges along the way. Challenges are going to happen along the way. Things, it's not always going to be perfect, right? And it's those weeks that are really bad where you're challenged and where you do what I would call damage control, where you just like, okay, you're not feeling good, so maybe you only make it to the gym once or twice. They're not the greatest workouts, but you made it there. You did something, right? Maybe, you were feeling like eating some food you shouldn't have, just some comfort food, so you ate a few things, but you didn't go totally off the rails. You still had, most of your meals were still good. That's what I call damage control. Hopefully you're not going to be actually set back. You may not progress at all, but at least you're not going in the negative direction, okay? So that's sort of the goal when that type of thing happens. And even if you do have a week where you go in the negative direction, put on a few pounds, feel like you've lost some gains, all that kind of stuff, well, you can still pick up right where you left off the next week and go forward. Sometimes a week off where you do nothing is actually good for you. It's good for your body and mind, so don't take it too seriously. That's it. Hopefully you got something out of this video. I try to post one of these every year. These are things that help me. These are things that have helped my clients. Hopefully they help you as well. All right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Until next time, take care.